Today, each of you will honor Dr. King's legacy by serving others. You will work with students to reflect on peace and diversity and address youth violence through our bully prevention curriculum. You will throw a birthday party for Dr. King at a home for adults living with disabilities, and you will brighten a senior's day by serving a homemade meal and sharing your stories. Thank you for honoring Dr. King, and thank you for serving the city of Chicago.
The first semester of my freshman year in high school, I earned a 0.6 GPA. The second semester of high school, I dropped out because my best friend was brutally murdered. And when I lost my best friend, I just gave up. It was in that place of brokenness that I was sitting on a park bench, but a complete stranger walked up to me. He says, "What you doing out here on a school day?" I said, "Man, I don't go to school no more." He said these words. He says, "My brother, just because you live in the hood don't have to live in you." And so I went back to school. First semester back, I earned 5 A's and 2 B's. And so this teacher pushed me, and I went to college. I earned 1 degree for me and 1 for my best friend, Alex, who was murdered. You're reminded of the power you have to change someone else's life. You see, that conversation on that park bench lasted 15 minutes. But in 15 minutes, you have the power to change the direction of someone else's life. God bless you.
Dr. King once said, "I have the audacity to believe that peoples everywhere can have 3 meals a day for their bodies, education and culture for their minds, and dignity, equality, and freedom for their spirits." Just as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a pioneer in bringing people together, we hope that our ongoing support to the communities we serve will unify and create a positive and lasting impact. On behalf of everyone at Target, thank you so much for joining us today, and have fun with your projects.
Today is very special for our children, our families, and our community here at Lloyd Elementary. On this celebration of service, we've been given the opportunity to open our building up to volunteers from corporations such as Target and Discover and other volunteers throughout the Chicago area to give them an opportunity to serve our children.
I'm part of the Discover Card Company team. We have about 15 volunteering here at Lloyd Elementary. The kids are so happy that we're here, and we're so happy to be teaching them all about different countries from around the world. I'm getting to know what kind of grades they're getting and how they're doing in school, and they love telling me how they're doing, so I think that makes them really happy that someone cares and wants to know what they're up to and what they're doing.
I think that today is a very good experience for the meaning that goes behind service. Chicago Cares is really good because they bring so many students together, and so students start to realize that service is very important because there's thousands of other students doing it, and we get to hear messages from important speakers and learn about what Martin Luther King was doing to do the same, to pretty much do the same thing.
The event challenges the students to break away from their normal activities of a Saturday. It allows them to see different parts of the city and certainly to interact with individuals that they wouldn't normally interact with. And that's the beauty of the project.
I really think other companies should get involved because it does show society that, you know, corporate America is still giving back, that it's the right thing to do, that volunteering for events should be the social norm. Everything that Chicago's done for me and volunteer events that helped me in the past have now let me give back to society.
Today is about celebration, diversity. It means a lot to Chicago Cares for a couple of reasons. They like to bring groups together, whether it's youth, different cultures. Martin Luther King, of course, he has made a big impact on history. So just to celebrate it today and show people that his legacy is still alive and that the diversity and different age groups can come together and make it a great project and turn out well is what we're really all about.
I think it's nice for the young people to mix with the old, and volunteer to me is very important because that's what I was raised to do, was volunteer, and I appreciate them coming here.
Service to others is the rent we pay for our place on God's earth. And I want to thank everybody here for paying your rent and service and helping your neighbor. That's what Illinois is all about. That's what America is all about. The heart of America is the heart of a volunteer. And everybody here is a volunteer for a good cause. And the most powerful force on earth is when thoughtful, committed volunteers band together for a cause they believe in.